The ending of the last episode had Yugi in despair at the top of the castle's roof. Since he's been in this state, did he voluntarily get up and walk with the gang before collapsing at the entrance? Or did they have to carry him all the way before they chose to drop him at the entrance?
Let us help you.
You have a cure for losing the chance to rescue Yugi's grandpa? Let me guess, the powers of friendship?
And that means I can never duel again.
Well, then I guess it's safe to say this series is over. The next 4.5 seasons have absolutely nothing to do with Yugi or the Pharaoh. Good night, everybody.
My sister? Sure, she needs my help, but Gramps is in danger right now.
And your sister isn't? I guess you're right. She's only about to be permanently blind for the rest of her entire existence. Nothing too much to worry about, eh, Joey?
Come on, snap out of it, man. I'm trying to...
Relax, guys. We have seen from Mokuba in the past that anime characters are impervious to being hung up in the air by force. Trans or not, Yugi is fine.
He lost his chips to Kaiba.
So the little guy finally lost one.
I'm surprised Mai Valentine didn't say, wait, Kaiba is here? In shock, since it was well known that he dropped out of the Duelist Kingdom tournament. This shot of Seto Kaiba is on Pegasus' TV, which means there's somehow a cameraman following Seto's every move. Otherwise, how the hell is this shot even existing? Let me guess, magic. So Mai won 8 more star chips after achieving 10 of her own to pay Yugi back for helping her last night. Was her psychic thing not an act at all, and she actually foresaw Kaiba defeating Yugi at the top of the castle? Or was she going to enter the castle with the chips and hand them over to Yugi despite them being practically irrelevant by that point?
Earth to Yugi.
I'm honestly with Joey and Mai for getting pissed off at Yugi. Sure, he's depressed for losing the chance to saving his grandfather, mixed in with fear of the Pharaoh's evil act to murder Kaiba, but he can't even acknowledge the star chips or at least tell the others he needs time to himself.
Mai, don't get mad. You just don't understand.
Of course Mai doesn't understand. You morons are not even explaining what happened. Yugi even said in the previous episode that he's scared of the other presence inside him. Just mix it up a bit to sound more believable. Like, Yugi almost murdered Kaiba in the duel and it scarred him. I don't frickin' know.
Come on, chicken boy, duel me for them.
Wait, Yugi has to duel Mai for the star chips now? After she went through all the struggle to defeat other duelists to achieve them in order to pay him back? Also, couldn't she have just handed over the star chips to someone else in the gang and let them choose what they will do about it while she enters the castle?
I'll duel you. That's right.
Uh-oh, we got a female versus female duel? That's not gonna get over with a woke mob, right, Deadpool?
Yugi needs those star chips, and I'm going to win them for him.
Or Mai could just hand them over to you right now without having to waste her time dueling, as she doesn't need them anyway.
An amateur like you wouldn't stand a chance against me.
Careful, Mai, you're 0 for 1 when it comes to that statement. Just look at Joey over there.
What do you think? I think Yugi's in good hands. Because everything's riding on this one match.
I swear, literally every single duel we have seen throughout the series had every stake riding on it, so I'm not surprised nor concerned about that anymore.
Maybe a little duel action will snap him out of it.
Considering the one thing he's scarred from is attempted murder during duel action, I think seeing another duel will just further scar him for life.
What is that?
Well, since Taya has beaten you 5 times in a row during the second episode, especially with a monster that looked nearly identical to the Petite Angel, how did you not know that Taya has these types of monsters in her deck that she somehow brought along with her?
Go! Fairy's gift!
Ugh, another of these cutesy cards.
Thank you, Mai, for taking my job. Don't have any sort of problem with that.
Wabaku? If only I can remember what it does.
Are you incapable of reading? I know that we can't see the card description, but I call bullshit on the characters not being able to. When Joey drew the copycat card a few episodes ago, you could clearly hear him reading the card description.
Copies one card your opponent's thrown on the field.
Everything is riding on this duel.
Yes, Bakura, we heard Joey say that exact same thing, nearly word for word. We know that everything rides on this one duel.
Too late to call off my fairy's attack now.
Well, considering we literally saw Yugi stop his attack on Kaiba right as the Celtic Guardian was inches away from the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I don't think it's too late. Way too many plot holes here. E.
As if this is the start of some friendship rant, just save it.
Honestly, Maya's taken over as the center of this episode, so I guess I could take a break. After all the BS I've dealt with in this series, a break is very much needed.
Face down.
I hate it when she does that.
Do you also hate it when Yugi does that? Or when Joey does that? Or do you only hate it when other duelists who aren't your friends play face down cards?
It would have Joey's courage, Tristan's spirit, and Yugi's heart.
But fuck Bakura, am I right?
But this card reminded me of something that helps me.
Mai literally said that she doesn't want to hear another friendship speech, so we are about to hear yet another friendship speech.
I may be scared, but that fear won't keep me from dueling.
One would think that this is the start of a great character arc for Taya, where she uses the power of bravery and friendship to become a strong and talented duelist. But just like Tristan, she has one little moment and then is forgotten of completely.
I mean, how can you seriously?
This sequence of Taya trembling and freaking out with that rattling sound is supposed to make me laugh because she doesn't know what she is doing. Doesn't exactly work after she just went through an emotional speech about not giving up, you know. If all it took for Yugi to wake up from his trance was another friendship speech about not giving up, I'm surprised Taya didn't give it to him earlier when he opened up about his fear of the Pharaoh.
Now shining friendship is 2,000 attack points strong.
And it somehow got fused into a fairy despite a Magikarp not having a fusion effect to it. Sorry, everyone else was having their turn at gasping, so I figured I was required to do the same thing as well.
I think Taya's doing better against Mai than you did.
Tristan continuing to be the absolute worst friend in the world. He forgets that Joey removed all of Mai's life points at once when they dueled.
I surrender, Taya.
One would think Mai is surrendering as a sign of respect for Taya's determination. If you ask me, I think she surrendered to avoid hearing another friendship speech about never giving up. Oddly enough, she gives up to prevent hearing about never giving up.